Nation, we are back. Let's get it.
Get that in.
Yo, salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. As always, welcome to the latest installment of the Graphic and Wasted Show.
Or the Wasted and Graphic Show, whichever way you like to slice it. What is the deal, my brother?
My brother, man. It's another L, another Hangover Monday to talk about. But you know what? We're here, man. And, you might be surprised about some of the notes I took with this game because I'm going to be honest, man. I wasn't that upset. Competitive loss to the Miami Dolphins. That their offense is starting to slowly but surely start to gel. I mean, last year, I think they were the number one offense in the NFL. You know what I mean? They've definitely took a wrong turn this season. And we'll talk about the game a little bit, but I'm not that frustrated, man. We wanted this, right? We wanted to lose some games and, secure our quarterback of the future, but be competitive. And we got a few players, man, that I want to talk about. But before we get into that, man, salute to the chat, you guys. Make sure y'all wipe them feet, man. Pay them bar tabs. Hit that subscribe button on both channels. It doesn't matter where you're watching. It's just a Shedeur thing over here. We just appreciate every single one of y'all. We see Green Dot Gang, Get Off My Lawn Gang in the building. If you guys want to become members as well, it definitely helps us keep the lights on over here at Shedeur. Hit the links. They're pinned up top. Also, Wasted's membership link is in the chat. So make sure you hit it, pull up, and hit that join button. It's definitely appreciated. And also, salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. This live stream is powered by BetUS. Make sure to head over and get 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next two deposits, all while using promo code YouTube150, up to $2,000, the fastest payouts in the industry. What are y'all waiting on? Make sure to head over to BetUS and tell them the Graphic Raider and Wasted Talent sent you. Now, we didn't get a chance on screen. We always talk behind the scenes and stuff. How are we feeling about, yesterday's L to the Miami Dolphins? 34-19.
I feel like it's the definition of a gentleman's tank. It is the exact definition. We got a lot of good effort. The team offensively looked, a little more viable. But what is evidently apparent is that we are decimated by injuries, and we don't have, a very skillful offensive unit.
No.
And it's like it's very hard to overcome that.
Yeah,
it really is. It is. I'm just glad that the team optically looked better offensively. Now defensively, that's a whole nother ball of wax.
Yeah, and you can even see just offensively the play calling, the play designs, the spacing, everything looked different with Scott Turner and Norv calling the shots. You can just tell we don't have the personnel in order to really run it. You know what I mean? But there was some silver linings in yesterday's game. But once again, just not being able to get the ground game going, wasted again. Just another lost cause in terms of trying to run the football. I think we had like 50 yards rushing. Always 60. My apologies. But we we had 40 because 20 of that came from Jacoby Myers.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy off of one run. And this is my problem, Graf. And I wanted to ask you a question about this, man. Like, so who do we hold accountable for making the decision to have Luke Getsy be the offensive coordinator to begin with?
I mean, you know my answer.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, it's Antonio Pierce. In which
it's basic math, right?
Oh yeah. No, definitely. And I have to say this real quick. We did the watch party yesterday, and some of those timeouts that he called, I was actually okay. I'm like, AP starting to. It looks a little different offensively. You called a few timeouts, and I was just like, okay, the game management is starting to get a little bad. I mean, it's too late at that point. We're 2-7. We weren't 2-8 just yet. But I was like, okay, maybe AP started to do some things here. Maybe Norv coming into the building is helping a little bit. And then at the end of the game, it kind of slipped away again. But it's AP. It's AP. I mean, he's the one that wanted Cliff Kingsbury, allowed him to leave without that third year on his deal, and we ended up with Luke Getsy. So, but I want to hear why you asked that.
I asked that because if it looks like night and day with Scott Turner calling the offense, right? Mm-hmm. You had Scott Turner in the building last year and this year, right? You could have had some continuity with Scott Turner. To me, that's indicative of decision making, bro.
Yeah,
that's nasty work, bro. So you mean to tell me when we did have the horses in the building, we did have the Devontae Adams of the world in the building, when we did have more offensive firepower, right?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even. Let's go back to last year. We had Josh Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
Why would he have not been the guy that you picked last year? I don't understand it.
Yeah. And you know what's funny, man? I don't want to pick on AP. I'm going to pick let's get on all these guys because Patrick Graham, man, has regressed. And somebody on my Twitter says something that was very interesting. I don't really hear a lot of people talk about. Essentially, this is the same defense minus Marcus Epps and Christian Wilkins without Malcolm Kuntz as well, which is a definite. It definitely affects that defensive line, right? But even with those guys on the roster, even this year, we regressed.
Yeah,
the defense took a step back and wasted. I'm sick. I said this all day yesterday. I'm so sick of the middle of the football field just being wide open over and over. Like that's a Graham thing. I don't think that's anything. It has nothing to do with personnel. That is the scheme. This guy is literally leaving the middle of the football field wide open for the opposing quarterbacks to just pick us apart in those short yardage situations. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on. I mean, do you have any idea?
Well, bro, this is who he is.
Salute to AP, my dog, as always.
This is who he is. Oh, okay. Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
No. Do you think?
But this is who he is, right? So let's go back to Patrick Graham, his history in this league, right? Now, I'm not going to go up to when he was a graduate assistant. I'm not going to go back when he was a defensive line coach. Let's start defense coordinator, 2019 Miami Dolphins, 5-11.
Mm-hmm.
Assistant head coach, defensive coordinator for the New York Giants in 2020, 6-10.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive coordinator for the New York Giants, 4-13.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive coordinator for the Las Vegas Raiders in 2022, 6-11. Last year we were 8-9, and now it's 2-6. So look, a lot has been made of Patrick Graham, and Patrick Graham is yet another person who has this different kind of standard set for him based off of sympathy, based off of, oh, well, he didn't have this, he didn't have that, ham, no burger, peanut butter, no bread. If he gets this and that, watch what he can do. Yeah. Listen, I've seen enough of Patrick Graham.
Yeah,
I've seen enough. And this is not being hyperbolic. This is not me being.
Wait, so the first 2 years of him being a Raider, we were questioning where is this Black Picasso?
Yeah, we called him Jimmy Walker.
Yeah, we're like, what the fuck is going on? And then last year, when with Josh McDaniels and Zeke were let go, out of nowhere, we're like, okay, the handcuffs are. This is who Graham really is, and essentially, he's kind of reverted back to who he really is.
And what you got to look at is right. It is one thing to call this defense when you're facing 4 backup quarterbacks. 4. You face even more than that, and you lost to one. You lost to 2 backup quarterbacks in the Minnesota game, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It looks markedly different when people see what you got going on, and you have a whole season of facing starters.
Yeah.
Now, we did beat the Kansas City Chiefs, right, on Christmas. But that was, I don't know if it was so much of an anomaly, but it was the perfect storm for the Raiders that game. Right, we got defensive touchdowns, and run defense was phenomenal. There's a whole bunch of things that happened in that game.
And we did it with Aiden only having 60 yards in the air, which is absolutely insane. So it was an anomaly. It was.
It was an anomaly, right? In the truest sense of the word. I don't want to take the air out of that win.
Yeah.
But Patrick Graham, that was the signature win of his entire career.
Yeah.
Of his entire career, man.
Yeah. No, you're right. Hey, salute real quick to AP once again, gifting 5, Raider Nation Unlimited. We appreciate you, AP. Salute to Ant. When it's all said and done, what pick do you think we'll have? I think we'll be at that 2 or 3 spot. I would love to have the number 1 seed, but I have a feeling we're going to be there in that in the number 2 or number 3 spot.
Tommy Cutlets is starting for the Giants. They're going to add a number 1 pick, bro.
Yeah, and you know what? They're going to get their karma back in blood because the Giants, Deion's going to pull an Eli on them. So. I
don't know, man.
But they may end up with Cam Ward. For those who didn't see it, Daniel Jones has officially been benched, and they're not bringing in Drew Lock, which is a shocker to me with the money that they're paying him. I think they're paying him like $5 million this season, but they're going with Tommy DeVito. They're going with a guy that, the ball he's ran his system before last year, and I at this point as well, it looks like Brian DeBall's job is on the line also. So he's fighting for his coaching life at this point. So, but they could. And in Nashville, they don't look like Tennessee doesn't look like they're anywhere near being able to compete as well, man. They have some nice pieces on the defensive side of the ball. They also have a few pieces on the few weapons on the offense side of the ball, but they're struggling. And they're going to be in need for a quarterback. I can see Tennessee actually taking Cam Ward if he's not a Giant.
Yeah, sure. I can too. I mean, bro, when you sit up here, you start talking about draft positioning and all of that. That's the reason why I really don't like getting into it a lot, because we don't know what we're picking, right? And all these teams that are, above, beneath us, whatever, all these teams are in the football business just like us, man. Yeah. We really, that's why I don't want to get fixated on one particular prospect. Mm-hmm. My mind is open, right? But what my mind is open to more so than anything is good football and progress. It's not open to, would I like it to be Shedeur? You damn right I would.
Yeah.
Right. Do I think that he hung the moon and he's the best prospect I've seen and he's definitely going to turn his franchise around? No. The only thing is that he might be the safest pick for us because he's the most pro-ready.
Yep.
But my mind is open. If we wind up with Curtis Rourke or we wind up with Cam Ward or something, listen, man, I can I can get with it.
The cool thing is, right, we know that we have a GM that we can trust to find the quarterback. The guy that had his hands in, Peyton Manning being a Colt and Justin Herbert. And I know he had, that was an easy pick for the Colts, but he was there. He was in the building. And, so I think we have a guy that we can trust to go identify our quarterback, regardless if it's Cam, Shedeur, which I still believe it's going to be Shedeur. Salute to Rashawn. They need to swap White for McCormick. I've been waiting, Rashawn. I don't know why they're still allowing Zeus to go out there. The vision, the no vision is on full display. I went back and watched some of this tape, and dog, there was so many openings that this O-line and he just went the opposite way. Bro, there's no vision there.
He's allergic to actually hitting the hole. I mean, Hammer has said Hammer said that I don't want to ever hear y'all call this guy effing Zeus again. He said, stop calling this guy Zeus. Hammer been saying that shit for 2 years. Hammer's like, he's like wasted. Do not call that fucking guy Zeus. He's a bum.
Hey, at what point do we just say Trent Richardson 2.0, but he wasn't that early of a pick? You know what I'm saying? The vision.
Trent Richardson had a hell of a better career than Zeus at this
point. Year one for sure.
So that is an insult to Trent Richardson. God, you are a effing bumsicle.
Salute to Gardner Minshew. Keep AP another year. Draft Sanders, bring in a good vet and sit Sanders. Boot AP if it don't work. Super Bowl window starts in 2026 when Sanders plays. And it's funny as Minshew, I wouldn't even be shocked because Tom has already put it out there about developing a quarterback. I would not be shocked if we took Shedeur and we sat him for a season and we brought in a veteran. Let's just say we let go of Minshew and brought in Daniel Jones. Vanilla Vic, baby.
Danny Pennies. Don't throw Danny Pennies out there, bro.
Or Minshew, what can happen is, Kirk Cousins gets benched, Michael Penix Jr. season, and maybe we look at Kirk if somehow, somewhere they work out that deal, which there's a lot of guaranteed money. So I don't know how that can happen, but there'll be some veteran options if we need to sit Shedeur for a year, which would be the ideal situation. But honestly, man, in today's football, it doesn't happen a lot. These guys are kind of thrown into the fire. But CJ Stroud is balling. Look at Drake May, dog. Look at Bo Nix. Look at Jaden Daniels. Look at all these guys outside of Caleb Williams right now. They are cooking. I think we're in a different NFL. I understand what Tom Brady is saying, but we're in a different league now, Wade. So these kids are ready to go now. Drake has 10 touchdowns with no receivers, a terrible offensive line, and a terrible football team. Has 10 touchdowns. And he has four less games than the other quarterbacks.
I don't agree, bro. When you look at the top of this league, okay, so let's look at the best quarterbacks in this league. Patrick Mahomes, did he sit the first year?
Yes.
Would you say that Jordan Love is one of the better quarterbacks in this league? Did he sit?
He's on his way.
But did he sit?
He did for too long.
Josh Allen, did he sit?
Cool.
Yeah, Tyrod. He was there with Tyrod Taylor. He sat.
Tyrod's the GOAT, man.
I'm just saying.
Hey, bro, Tyrod is entering Josh Johnson territory, bro. He's going to be on every football team, and he's going to end up being a multimillionaire when he retires. He's going to be healthy as shit. I love it. Salute to Tyrod Taylor.
Well, but Tyrod, was there, right? So this guy sat, right? And then, and if you keep looking and you look at some of these other guys who didn't get the luxury to sit, they have one good season, and then when they get game tape on them, then they careen off the cliff.
Yeah, we see it so much. We see it so much.
So like even with CJ Stroud, he's not looking the same way he did last year.
A lot of injuries. You know what I mean? They do have a new OC. Well, no, I'm slow expending, but I'm just saying that the offense does. Yeah, it does. It looks a lot more pedestrian than usual. We could say that. Definitely.
Game tape, bro. And this is the thing, bro. Tom Brady's not wrong. The metric that I want to see is I want to see the kid be brought along slow. I don't want him to get the stuffing beat out of him and get his confidence shaken, and then he has a issue that is being acted out in real time on the game field that he can't correct. Yeah. Tom Brady's right. Like, it's invaluable to learn those lessons holding the clipboard. Definitely. So I would rather have us have a vet and have the young kid, but I want the hope on the roster.
But one thing though, our fan base is not going to do is sit back and wait for Shedeur. This, Wasted. We can start the season next year 0-2 with the veteran, and no one is going to allow this to go go the way that they want it to go.
But who cares? Like, bro, it's a lot.
I agree.
Like we want, like, bro, this is the thing I want to do.
It's not a 1-year job. It's not a 1-year thing. If you go get Shedeur, you're building for the future.
Yeah, so it's about the desired result, man. I don't like, bro, and that's the problem with, and I don't want to, make this an indictment on all Raider fans, because we're all different. We all have different opinions. But just from the populace of Raider fans, we have this issue with fixating on one possible outcome or fixating on, one thing that was positive and just fucking dying on that hill. Like when we sit up here and we talk about Antonio Pierce, we talked about this earlier today. You got all these people who give him all this grace just because he strung together a few punk ass wins last year. And now all of a sudden he's Vince Lombardi and we have to support him. Yeah. No, the fuck we don't. No. Or we have a mid-ass quarterback for years that set this organization back.
I put this on Twitter and I said it to you on the phone. And my apologies, brother, but I just want to add to your argument. We watched Richie B lead this team to the playoffs in 2021 and damn near found a way to beat the Cincinnati Bengals on the road. It was a close game. The pick at the end definitely, was nasty, but we allowed him to walk. He went right back to being a special teams guy in Green Bay, right? So what makes you think that this guy deserves the job and he's done nothing? 5-4 last season, played against some bad teams. This year 2-8, right? And he thought that he had us sold. We thought he assembled the Avengers as a coaching staff, bringing all these veteran guys in, and it hasn't worked yet. So
the Avengers, Mark is going to allow him assembled the apple dumpling game.
Bruh,
what F is going on here?
That's the thing. I keep seeing these fake reports and other people putting it out there that they're hearing that AP has another year. Now, I wouldn't be shocked if AP had another year, but Wasted, if you go 2-15 this year, how the fuck do you sell it to your fan base?
You can't.
Head coach, or not even that. Not even. How do you have the locker room at 2-8? Because if you do, I'm sorry that we ain't got no dogs in the locker room, bro. I know I'm not gonna be happy sitting there at 2-8. I'm gonna be questioning everything. Like, what the fuck, bro? Our leader, Max Crosby, you know what he just said last night? He said we pretty much just playing for pride at this point. That's our superstar, Max Crosby, bro. That is the guy that preaches unlimited. Like, what is it? What is it saying? 1 more % every day, or some along those lines, right? Yeah. He is saying we're pretty much just playing for pride at this point, bro. Max Crosby's broken. Where's he been the last 3 games? And I got beat up on Twitter by asking this because, once again, I love Max. He's my favorite player in the NFL, but no one is above criticism. I said this before. I said this. I forget who I was talking to this morning. I've seen him on worse D-lines. Carl Nassib, you know what I'm saying? Cleveland Farrell, Solomon Thomas, and just starting.
High stakes Thomas.
Oh, but he was more productive, right? Like
you got to chill with disrespect to Solomon Thomas, though.
I mean, that's my guy, man. That's that was my guy, bro. I got killed for that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I've seen him play on worse D-lines. And just because he's getting doubled and tripled this year, Wasted, this, the best in the game get doubled and tripled and
overcome it. Reggie White,
yes,
Lawrence Taylor, Bruce Smith, Derek Thomas. You think what are we doing here, bro? Listen, Stop lowering the bar just because you guys are afraid to go out there and take the road less traveled. Let's not lower the bar here, bro. Like, is it a commitment to excellence or not?
Exactly.
Is it or not?
But
Because
Max
let me
knows
tell
that.
you something, bro.
Max knows
I've
that.
seen great teams. I've seen a lot of bad teams here, right? The one thing that has been constant is not being proactive. You have to be proactive in the National Football League to win, not be reactive, not sit back in the middle of next year and be like, oh, holy shit, it wasn't enough that he sucked last year. Let's let him suck a little bit more this year. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Excuse my language, because I know it's prime time.
Fuck it.
But get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It's time to be reactive. Guess what? Oh, switching coaches. You know the reason why the Raiders have been bad? It ain't switching coaches. It's having bad GMs.
Yeah.
Picking players who can't play. That's the fucking problem, right? So if we got that problem fixed, we got Brock Bowers running up and down the field, being spectacular.
Yeah.
Yo, we got DJ Glaze out there balling.
JPJ.
We got Jackson Powers Johnson looking like one of the best in the league.
Already.
He has earned his way to keep his job here.
Oh, for sure.
That man did not bring Antonio Pierce here. Antonio Pierce's employment predates Tom Telesco coming in. And guess what? Another problem, and you want to talk about why the Raiders haven't been winning. It is not having organizational integrity. What we do is we put the cart before the horse. We put the coach and put him at the top of the mountaintop. We should be here, and the GM should be here, and the president and the owner should be here.
Yeah.
That's the problem. The natural order of things is messed up. We need to get back to the nuclear family, so to speak, as far as football teams go.
Talk that shit. And let's get our people involved real quick. Got a few supers. Salute to Steve. We need Dion and Mark to get Travis Shedeur to Vegas. That's not going to happen. No. I don't know how, but let's get the franchise quarterback now and not think of quarterbacks for a while. Salute to Steve. But you know what, though, man? An interesting thing that I'm starting to see a lot of traction starting to pick up, which I know Dion would love also, is Pat Shurmur, the offensive coordinator, has some, has been in the NFL, many years. I could see some continuity bringing him over as the OC to come help Shedeur if we do draft him. What do you think about bringing Pat Shurmur over, the OC from Colorado?
Hell no.
I mean, some continuity. I mean, the guy is helping develop him in Colorado. I'm not saying he had a great NFL career by any means, but a guy that can help come ease the transition into the NFL.
Bro, you know what the thing is? I don't want Shedeur's transition to be eased. Right? Like, let's be for real here, bro. Like, you need to step up to the plate and actually earn the job. We keep lowering the bar for all these fucking quarterbacks, bro. You lower the bar for these guys. You have them only have reads on one side of the field, primary, secondary, check down, take off and run. And then in 3 years, when you're like 8 and 9, you're like, man, this guy can't get to the next level. Do we have our guy? No, you need to throw these kids into the frying pan, bro, as far as from a mental standpoint, not from a physical standpoint. Let them learn whoever offense you bring in. Because guess what, man? If you're a good football team, you're going to lose coordinators along the way.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this real quick before we read the rest of these supers. If Scott and Norv continue to if the offense continues to gel and gets better week in and week out moving into the offseason, do you think about keeping Scott and Norv around to run the helm? I mean, I think personally,
no.
I
think everybody in that building, when the offense, defense side of the football field, they need to take every single one of them and take them and throw them right out the goddamn building. Yeah, whoever comes in needs a fresh start. They need to pick their guys.
Yeah,
that's always the problem here. We always have.
Well, I'm saying if AP gets the chance to stick around,
then that's his choice. Mm-hmm. That's his choice. If I were him, I would probably keep him because there's some continuity there, right? He needs the continuity. Yeah. He needs to know who we can work with. He needs to know, just for his perspective, he needs to know what he's getting into, bro, because he doesn't have the acumen to call any plays on offense. He needs to rely, and that's my problem with Antonio. It's the reason why he doesn't get as much grace from me as other coaches, right? If I have a coach that was a coordinator for years and years and years, and he's a savant on one side of the football, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to let him come back and lean into what made him great. Lean into the genius of what he did previously, right? With AP, and Graphic said this, what the fuck is this man good at? Except yelling Raiders and looking like Suge Knight and driving a 6'4".
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Salute to Kenny Mack.
Just tell me who or what or why we should keep him. I know every I've been scorching this dude, but yo, every week it gets bleaker and bleaker to me because I'm gonna be honest with you. If we bring him back next year, I feel like we're gonna be setting back whatever quarterback we draft. Because
I say the same thing because if he's on a short leash, you're drafting a guy essentially bringing him into the building with a coach that's on a short leash. Like that's a tough pill to swallow. You don't want your young guy coming into the league and already dealing with a dysfunctional organization by firing their head coach in their first year as a rookie quarterback. No, I totally agree with you. Real quick, though, salute to Kenny Mack. If we're on the same page, owners, GM, future coaching staff, if we miss Sanders, trade down, get more picks, pick up Winthe and a top-tier wide receiver, and I'm cool. Salute to my guy, Kenny Mack, and I love the default picture, man. Salute to Sider. F this locker room. Tank! We don't need free agents. Build through the draft. Tank. Salute to my guy. And I put something on Twitter earlier this morning, Sider. And this was my idea. You know, there's going to be a lot of moving parts in free agency, right? We have a lot of money, but I would pay. I know T. Higgins has dealt with durability issue. He had a phenomenal game against the Chargers yesterday. I had over 100 yards receiving. I believe he had a touchdown to go with it too. I'm paying T and I'm paying Javon Holland. I love the way Merrick has approached this season. He's getting better week in and week out. But a guy like Javon Holland, who's a top 5 safety in the NFL, I would pay both those guys. Bring Hobbs back. Bring Adam Butler. Bring Robert Spillane, and I just run it and bring Malcolm Kuntz back. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. You still got to add some value in free agency side with all that money. You have to. We have too many holes on this roster to not approach free agency, especially with over $100 million in salary cap. Salute to my guy. Gather around the fire, y'all. Wasted is cooking. Salute to my guy, AP. Salute to the 1,000 people in the building, man. Wipe them feet, man. Break them thumbs. All that good shit that Hammer be saying. Pay your bar tabs like Wasted said. Light the thumb like Big Mike. All that good shit. Shield more lingo, baby. Salute to Hug D's. The GOAT in the building himself. No patience or fucks left to give. Fix it. I don't care how or with who. Just win, baby. I'm losing my ish, and it's not like I'm trying to hold it down. Hug, I think the nation can agree with you right now, bro. Everybody's patience is wear thin. We're sick of this shit, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk.
Jeez, man. Let me tell you. Do you see that picture right there? That's a man that looks like he is in desperate need of wins.
Definitely. Mando, yeah. There's no disrespect to anybody. All I'm gonna say is this, dog. I seen a few other people say the same thing, and I'm just gonna say this, man. There's no guarantees with what's going on right now. What did Max say? Everything is on the table.
Yeah, man. When you lose at this level, things are fluid, man. Things are fluid. I've seen coaches that are good coaches, right, that have had a really raw deal, who have been let go for less than this. So let's be for real. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. What are we doing as an organization when we just make this kind of losing okay?
Yeah. No.
That's a bad precedent. It's nasty work, man.
Yeah, man. And mind you, I think somebody sent me something that I didn't see our own brother Sanjeet say it either. I didn't say Mitch said, so I can't really speculate on it, but I've heard that multiple people have said that they had a source in the building that stated that. Let me tell you something right now, you guys. If it's not Tom Telesco, nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about. Simple and plain. This guy keeps all of his shit close to him. I'm telling you now, Mark's not going to talk to anybody in the building about that situation. Tom's not going to talk to anybody in that building about that situation. I don't think anybody has any intel in terms of who is going to stick around, if AP is going to stick around. That's just me. I know that we all have our own people in the building that we talk to and so on and so forth. And I'm not saying that they're not reputable sources at all. I promise you guys, I'm not saying that. So I'm not trying to disrespect any content creator or anybody else that says anything. All I'm stating is this. There's only 2 guys that know what the hell is truly going on behind the building. Even if AP was promised by somebody in the building that he's going to be back next year. If you go 2-15, there are no promises. There are no promises. Simple and plain. And do you trust AP to go out and get a great OC and a great DC to help develop these guys next season? Like real talk. Do you? You have to think about that. You have to.
What I promise that his job is on the line if he only win 2 games. That's the only thing I can promise.
Simple and plain. Salute to Josh. And I put this on Twitter as well, Josh. Vrabel, which there was a report that came out today, and I'm going to bring it up on screen, that he would be the headliner for the Raiders, which makes total sense. Tom Brady guy, right? The New England connection. They're very close. former head coach of the year, I believe in 2021. In 2019, helped Ryan Tannehill to his first Pro Bowl, a comeback player of the year. And I believe that year he also led the league in passer rating or something along those lines in 2019. Tannehill had a phenomenal year in 2019 because of, the coaching staff out there that definitely helped Tannehill take it to the next level. So I can definitely see this. And I don't know how reliable this source is, and I put this on Twitter. I've never seen this person ever in life. And I'm going to give them their flowers just in case this does come to fruition and it's true. Pro Football Post reports Pierce's job is not safe, and there's growing expectation in league circles that Mike Vrabel is going to be the next head coach of the Raiders. The report said Brady was involved in a process that led to the hiring of Pierce, but sources have indicated that Pierce was not Brady's top choice for the job. Should the team move on from Pierce, expect the Raiders to follow the Rooney Rule procedures during the NFL's hiring process. Current defensive coordinator Patrick Graham, who was on the New England coaching staff from 2009 to 2015, has a relationship with Brady and is highly respected at every level within the organization. Graham was a candidate for the head coaching job last year, and his inclusion in the interview process this time around wouldn't be a formality to satisfy Rooney Rule obligations. Still, Vrabel is considered to be the front runner for the job, according to several sources who spoke to Pro Football Post on a condition of anonymity. I always butcher that.
What, anonymity?
Anonymity. Yeah. So there you go. So that was the report that dropped today. And I wouldn't be shocked about this. I mean, with everybody saying that Tom Brady, and now they're saying 90% involved in terms of personnel and so on and so forth. Why would this be a shocker that Mike Vrabel? I think this is kind of a layup in a sense. This is a former Patriot guy, Tom Brady. The rapport is there. Maybe you can just throw this into the universe because it makes sense. And right now, I think he's a advisor with the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I was about to say he's in the building with Kevin Stefanski, and
yeah.
that is another dumpster fire. And when you look at it, it just really makes sense, man. When you look at it, it really makes sense because this is a guy who has done a lot more with a lot less, right? He never had a roster that was riddled with talent down there with the Tennessee Titans. And he is the new version of what the Patriot way was, which we don't want the Patriot way because really, to be honest with you, the Patriot way is really the Raider way. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people don't realize that all that. I like that you said that. Do your job comes from Al Davis. He told Bill Parcells, he's a mentor to Al Davis. Bill Parcells was complaining and bitching about his job with the Giants when they were going to fire Bill Parcells in his first few years. And Al Davis said, hey, do your fucking job. Yeah. Al Davis got him right. And Bill Parcells always said that, and that trickled to Bill Belichick. And now it is what we call the Patriot way, but it's really the Raider way. So if you're going to start bringing that back, bro, bringing a guy, I have no problem with bringing a guy who's coached before. And really to be real with you, he was successful there. Yeah. For as successful as you can be there, he was successful with a journeyman quarterback and a bunch of pedestrian guys on the offense and defensive side of the football.
And one of those years, someone pointed out to me also on Twitter. I didn't fact check this, but I do remember Derrick Henry being hurt for the majority of one of those seasons, where I think we're the number one seed in the AFC that year. And I think he had 5 trips to the playoffs. I think he was like 2 and 3, not great results, but he had his team number one. And I know a lot of people will say, the AFC South was bad. And so look, you play who's in front of you.
Yeah. I mean, what are we talking about?
It's not easy to be a number one seed in the AFC. In the AFC, like that, that's tough. Salute to Sholo, man. If it's not Ben Johnson, give us Mentor, man. Look, the more and more this kind of goes along, I got to keep it a buck with you guys. Ben Johnson is my number one pick, right? But I think he's going to have the pick of the litter, man. And I do believe that Jacksonville was a dark horse for him because they have Trevor Lawrence in play. They have a shit ton of talent on that roster. Hey, I'm just telling you, man, maybe he goes down there and says, I can fix this situation. They'll probably have to move on from Trent Bulk, who'll probably be fired here soon. Doug Peterson's probably going to be fired here very, very short. They got blew out by the Detroit Lions yesterday. Maybe that was an audition for Ben Johnson, but there's other options too. The Chicago Bears with Caleb, which I think Cliff Kingsbury will take that job next season. But I mean, look, keep an eye on him going there. But if he's going to have the pick of the litter, Sholo, and if he does pick Vegas, oh my God, man, we are in for a great ride. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that he's going to go elsewhere. But it would you know, I want to win a lotto, right? We all want to win a lotto.
Yeah, we all do, man. I mean, you know what's funny, man? I bet people didn't realize something, man. I bet you guys didn't realize that this show was powered by BetUS. 150% bonus on your first deposit, and then 125% bonus on your next 2 deposits up to $2,000 with code YouTube150. There's no greater sports book than BetUS. Go on over there, fast and easy deposit, easy withdrawal process. Go check out BetUS and tell them Graphic Raider and Wasted Talent, yours truly, sent you.
Fastest payouts in the industry, you guys, up to $2,000. Just use promo code YouTube150 to get that 150% bonus on your first one and 125% on the next 2 deposits. Salute once again to BetUS. This live stream is powered by BetUS. We are the greatest promo in the world, bro.
I mean, it's unbelievable, isn't it? It's unbelievable.
Salute to Larry. Do you think Max understands the mistake drawing a line in the sand? I think now he is realizing that. I do believe that. I truly do. I haven't spoke to him. I don't have any inside source when it comes to Max and his feelings about how this, but I do believe that he thinks that potentially they made a mistake. I mean, look, he's a leader in the locker room. They just had another team coach player meeting, right? I wonder why. There's, apparently people were distraught in there and there was a lot going on. I do believe at this point he's like, damn, man, why did I put my name on the line? And I still think he loves AP. There's no knock on him.
And I do too. I really like Antonio Pierce, but bro,
I would love to kick it with AP. He seemed like a dude, have a cigar with, have a drink with, and vibe, talk ball. Like that would be fun.
I think he'd probably want to stone cold stun both of us. We've been calling.
He definitely want to stone cold stun me for sure.
Yo, but for real though, like in all seriousness. And I said this on my show. I'm going to repeat this. So, guys, have you heard this before? This is another wasted rap.
Gather around the fire.
Listen, when you're a kid and your parents go away and you get to eat candy, you get to stay up late, you don't eat your vegetables, you have pizza for dinner and candy, you get to play video games all night. It's awesome. Right? But then the second night of that, it's pretty cool too. The third night when your stomach is sour and you're constipated and you're exhausted, it's not so great.
Yeah.
And then the more you get to play the game,
this analogy is wild, but I hear
and the more you get to play the game, more you get to eat ice cream and cake and do whatever you want, the less it appeals to you. Because you know somewhere in the back of your head that structure that you need as a person is missing. You don't miss it until you miss it, bro. So then you realize why your parents tell you to brush your teeth before you go to bed. You realize why they tell you to go to sleep. They realize why they tell you can't have candy all 3 meals a day.
Hey, I told y'all before, I ain't got no teeth in the back. You know what I'm saying? If I would have listened,
listen. You wouldn't be out here like a hood Pac-Man. Now listen. Now listen.
Out here with the meth mouth?
Oh, come on, bro. You ain't got a meth mouth. Come on, dog. You ain't got the applesauce jaws. But look, this is the thing, bro. With football players and athletes, they don't realize how regimented their lives really are from when they're very, very young until they get into the national football. Their whole lives are regimented. And when that structure is missing, most athletes, when they don't have that structure in their life, they get in trouble off the field, not on the field.
Yeah.
That structure has been there for most of these guys, even their whole iteration in the National Football League, because you can say what you want about Josh McDaniels or John Gruden, but the one thing that you will have with them coaches is fucking structure.
And real quick, I want to say this because I see a lot of people talking bad about Mike Vrabel, right? I bet you the Tennessee Titans fans would love to have him back. You know what? You know what they did, bro? They were essentially like thinking that what Mark did, right? What Mark did in Golden State before they replaced him with Steve Kerr.
Yeah, Action Jack.
Yeah, Action Jack. Mark Jackson, right? They thought, you know what, man? He did everything he could, but we're tired of being kind of in that mediocrity to, so on and so forth. We got to move on and we got to get better. Well, guess what? Once Vrabel left, that organization shit the bed. They have not been good since Vrabel's been gone at all, right? They thought that they were going to get better. So I remember their fans saying, yo, we love what he did for this organization, but we think that we've hit our ceiling with him. Well, guess what now? They're at the bottom of the barrel year in and year out now. You know what I mean? So it kind of reminds me of like a situation where it's like, damn, man, fuck, man, I thought I had it bad, but I actually didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Vrabel was a good coach, you guys. He was dealt a bad hand in Tennessee. This is not me stating that he's the number one option. I'm just saying that I'm coming to terms with the fact that it's a very realistic option because of the partnerships that he has in the building.
And in proximity to Tom Brady, like, look,
yeah.
Hug,
this is facts, bro. Facts. Talk that shit, Hug. Go ahead.
This is the thing about a guy like Vrabel, as opposed to giving a person like a Josh McDaniels a second go round. This is a guy who's had success at the NFL level. This is a guy who does not have a personality tick where he doesn't know how to be a leader. This is a guy who's played the game at the highest level. He is everything that we thought Antonio Pierce would be. So
hold on. Say that shit again, brother. Say that one more time.
You know what? I'll do it even better, man. This is everybody we thought that Antonio Pierce should be. Now listen, we want to talk about the darn football. Look, dog. I'm 8 toes down with AP. All right, let me stop. Let me stop.
Oh, salute to Dion, man. He said, I'm 8 toes down. Holy shit. Hey, no, they're not a package deal, brother. I promise you. I don't know how many times Dion keeps saying he doesn't want to go to the league yet. He's still got work to do at the collegiate level. He doesn't. At some point, he will be. But right now, no. You stupid, bro. But go ahead. Get back on your soapbox, bro.
Hold up. I mean, but listen, this is what we thought. We thought the player that can relate to the players, that played the game, that could be respected in the locker room. But the thing is, there's no substance behind that persona. There's substance behind the Mark Vrabel persona, right? Yeah. Now, if we bring him in, I'm going to sit back. I'm not going to sing his praises. I'm going to reserve my judgment for how it looks when he comes in. But the one thing that I know that he can do in this league is that he's had some success. Yeah. And that's a good feeling, bringing in a coach that's had some success.
Yeah. Salute to, and that's why we're excited about bringing Gruden in on the second run, because we've seen him win a Super Bowl. We've seen what he did with us. And we thought at least we can hang our hats on the idea of Gruden has had some success at the NFL level. I totally agree with you. Salute to Raider Mike. If you can't get Sanders, y'all seriously need to do a deep dive into Jackson Dart, because he is the clear QB3 behind Sanders and Ward. Book it. Much love, by the way. We like Dart. We do. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm starting with you more on that Rourke train. I know you like Drew Allard. Rourke out of Indiana.
Bro, I just said at the beginning of the episode, Travis Rourke is that. I mean, like, Curtis Rourke is my guy. Him and Allard are my guys, because I like 6'5"
quarterback, big body guys.
Yeah, and the thing about Rourke I like is he's in a pro style offense. Mike Shanahan is his offensive coordinator right now. So if you were to get a Bobby Sloak, or if you were to get a Kyle Shanahan disciple to come in, I think he'd be able to speak that language a little better. He's won in 2 different college programs. He's a full grown man. I like Rourke, right? And I'm going to be honest with you, with Dart and East Coast Gridiron said this, and shout out to Dante, man. Dart throws and Graphic and I spoke about this too. He throws the deep ball very well, but all of the nuts and bolts of being a quarterback, there are things that are missing there with Jackson Dart. I would not draft Jackson Dart before the late second round. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't.
That's why I said I had him originally in the second, potentially fall into the third if there's another run on other specific positions. But no, I agree with you in terms of Jackson Dart. Salute to the Maj on the $10 holla as well. Why even have a GM if Tom Brady's going to get to call the shots? Now there's let's say this. Tom's definitely going to have some say so, but I don't think that this takes Telesco out of conversations at all, Damaj. I think that it's being a little overplayed. I think Tom Brady's main thing is this: come in and help us develop a quarterback. Help us locate the quarterback. I don't think outside of that, I just think he's going to be a minority owner. I think that his job is to help Telesco and company locate the quarterback, help develop him, make sure that he is every step of the way. That's it. I think we're putting too much stock into how much power that Tom Brady's going to have in the bill. I truly do.
I don't, because I think that the kind of owner that Mark Davis wants to be is he want to be the kind of owner to.
Hey, this team is winthe. I just want to put that last part out there, Demaja. Yo, Demaja, bro, is the GOAT.
It's the damager, like J. Rue the damager. It's LS the damager.
Okay, damager. Always say Demaja.
Yeah, but, bro, you know what Tom Brady's going to be? Tom Brady is.
Hold on, are we talking about traveling, man?
No. That's Mos Def.
No, bro. It was on that B side and A side.
On the B side of the on the DJ Honda.
Yes, DJ Honda. Remember that?
You wanna bump what? Jump up and step up. If
that was the B side. That was the B side.
Yeah.
We old as fuck, bro. But go ahead.
Yeah, but the DJ Honda joint. But bro, The thing is, when you talk about Tom Brady, I think somewhere in the middle lies where his role is going to be. It's not like Tom Brady's going to come in and he's going to be Jerry Jones. He's not going to be the one that just dictates policy, but I think that he's going to be the proxy to the mind of Mark Davis. He is going to be the one to say, hey, Mark, listen, this is what I feel we should do from an ownership perspective, because look, I vetted this guy. So, you know what I'm saying? And then he's going to speak his piece. Tom Telesco, if he doesn't agree, is going to speak his piece. And I think that ultimately Tom Brady will win out.
Think so?
I'm going to be honest with you. I really do, because Mark Davis has been looking for that person. And this is what kind of makes me mad about Mark. That's the only thing that makes me mad about Mark. Bro, you are your own hero. He's looking for somebody to rescue him, bro. All Mark wants to be is a businessman. He want to be the nature boy Ric Flair, coming in with all of
you want to celebrate the victories.
He just want to go in there and just that's all he want to do. He want to hold that trophy up. He wants to get the money and let you guys do. He wants to be like Robert Kraft.
Yeah.
But for him to get there, you got to have somebody as special under you that can run this whole thing in a proper way.
Well, let me say this. I think that he trusts Tom Telesco. After the draft that he just had, I think that he trusts him to go out there and attack the draft, attack free agency. I do believe that Tom will have some say so, but I think that he trusts Tom Telesco. I think that he trusts
Tom. Do you really think he trusts him more than Brady? Because he was willing to give a piece of his legacy to Tom Brady. He does business with Tom Brady when you talk about the aces. Yeah, bro.
But he also gave a piece to Richard Seymour. I mean, so I hear you.
Yeah, but the thing is that you see the infatuation with the whole Patriot dynasty.
Yeah,
there's an infatuation.
No, it's Tom Brady. He's probably the greatest football player of all time. I understand. You should have an infatuation with greatness.
Whoa! He's the greatest quarterback of all time. The greatest.
I mean, well, Lawrence Taylor. We can go into that.
F out of here with the greatest Jerry Rice and all them guys. Come on,
seven-time Super Bowl winner. He's the greatest football player of all time.
Jerry Rice, Lawrence Taylor, Reggie White. Come on, man. F out of here with that.
Thomas Brady, man.
Thomas Edward Brady is up there, but I'm just
7 championships, bro.
Yeah, you can't fuck with it. So is Otto Graham the greatest player of all time? So I think he won more championships than that in the pre NFL merger. Otto Graham won.
Don't ever bring up
Otto, the great Otto Graham.
Yo, real quick, salute to Raider Mike. Other than Vrabel, bro, that 8 toes down. I gotta go back and I have to snip. That shit is hilarious, dog. Other than Vrabel, who was another head coach candidate for us?
Bobby Slowick.
Ben Johnson until he ain't. Ben Johnson until he ain't. How about
Terrell
that?
Austin?
Huh?
Terrell Austin. There are a lot of people that you can bring in, right? Yo, listen, Brian Flores. Brian Flores is another guy.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Flores is another guy. People say he's been blackballed. I think that he's kind of gotten that off of him. I think he's gotten this distinctive being blackballed.
A great OC with him. You know what I mean? And I'm worried about the options out there at OC. That's why I want an offensive-minded head coach, because I don't want to have to worry about bringing in one of these OCs. Salute to Sider, man. We need a quarterback in some – I don't know what that means. Do you have any idea what that means? Salute to Sider.
Nope.
Bro, somebody said that Sider like a battle toad, bro. He's built like a battle toad in his default picture. I was crying, bro.
That's effed up, man.
No, motorcycle mice? I think that's what it was, Sider. Salute to Sky High.
Bikes from Mars.
Salute to Sky High. Best part of Sanders is his mental. He can handle the moment, throw a pick and bounce back, and is clutch when matters the most. 2 to 89 is gonna be legendary. Now, I like Sky High. Salute to you on a $5 special. I'm happy that you brought that up, because I want to read something to you guys real quick. This is our rookie, y'all. This is the guy that Tom Telesco sat back, was patient, didn't move up, didn't trade the whole farm to move up to get a quarterback. Not saying he didn't make some calls, but this is the guy that he took at 13. Leads the NFL in receptions, 70. Most receptions by a rookie tight end through 10 games. Leads all NFL tight ends in receiving yards, 706. Most receiving yards by a rookie tight end through 10 games since Mike Ditka in 1961. Leads NFL tight ends in yards after the catch, 378 yards. This is our young rookie Brock Bowers absolutely having a monster rookie season, and he's inserting himself into offensive rookie of the year conversations. I know they're going to look at Bo Nix. I know they're going to look at Jaden Daniels, and rightfully so, right? The quarterback position is the toughest position to play in the NFL. I get it. I understand it. But I think he's going to end up with a vote or two. The way he's so dominant with a guy like Gardner Minshew throwing him the football, that's absolute insanity. Could you imagine what he would do with one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL? It's endless opportunities with this kid. It's insane.
I couldn't even think about it, man. I couldn't even think about it, bro.
Crazy. Salute to McFly. Sanjit and Mitch both saying they're hearing AP staying next year for sure. I know things can change, but if true, what about Colorado? See, we just talked about the Pat Shurmur situation, McFly. Double back and watch the show if you can, brother. But and we talked about that situation as well. Look, hey, everybody has people in their ears right now, especially with us content creators, people that push the word out and talk about this team, right? All I'm gonna say is this: there's no guarantee. No one can guarantee anything. No one can guarantee anything. We got love and respect for both those guys. But all I'm gonna say is this, dog. There's no guarantees with AP. I don't understand how you can sell a fan base on a guy that can potentially go 2-15 or 3-14. It's just that is tough. That is tough. So I'm gonna go away from the whole guarantee word. I can't. Man,
look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sitting up here and I'm trying to wrap my mind around the whole. I have somebody in the building who told me Antonio Pierce is going to keep his job there.
But like, I'm trying to be.
Look. No disrespect to nobody, right? I've shared the screen with everybody who has a significant platform in this arena that we do as far as rated content. I have personal relationships with some of these guys, very good guys.
Definitely.
No disrespect to them. Mm-hmm. But what I will tell you is this, bro. If fucking Vinny Bonsignore
told me that.
Doesn't mean nothing. To me, it doesn't mean nothing. And he's on the show. If JT the Brick said that,
doesn't mean nothing
to me. Mm-hmm. Right. And that's not mentioning those guys, right?
No, much respect to those guys in their
much respect to those guys. And to be honest with you, say for instance, and these are two guys who are in the building every single day. So it would have more validity to me. Mm-hmm. Right. But when you're not in that building every single day, bro, how the hell do you know that the organization has made a decision? How would the organization make that decision right now? And they don't even know what this season will look like. They don't know whether Antonio Pierce is going to go into the next press conference and throw up all over the front row. They don't know. Yeah. The season still has to be played. He can very well win 3 to 4 more games, and then it's a decision to be made. But nobody knows what's going to happen at the end of the season until we look at the whole breadth of the season.
I think we can guarantee that AP is the coach for the rest of the season.
Yeah, what we can guarantee is that they're going to look at and assess the situation as they see fit, right? And we can guarantee that he has a chance to keep his job. But, bro, you can never say, because you don't know how this thing could get even worse, bro. This can get Rich Kotite bad.
Yeah.
This can get bad, bro. This can get like Ray Hanley bad. This can get Freddie Kitchens bad.
Yeah.
Like that's how bad this can get, bro. So you guys that are guaranteeing he's gonna be back no matter what is total fucking is total nonsense.
Yeah, I don't and look, I love that, I just lit ways to say exactly how I feel. I'm trying to mind my business on this situation.
I'm minding my business. That's
yeah.
no that's
yeah,
no
I respect other people's relationships that they have with other people. And
that opinion lives here with wasted time.
Yeah, no.
I think that is complete horseshit.
I also want to say this, man. We're having a terrible year, you guys, right? We're having a terrible year. And right now, man, the content creation world is nasty for guys that cover the Raiders. And I'm not shocked that people are mentioning stuff like this. Fucking, I'm going to say it, to keep themselves in the news. It is what it is. Slow right now. We're losing left and right. There's not a lot to really, you know what I mean? Hey, man, salute to those guys. Salute to Kenny. In the words, and I'm going to hang out with Sanjit. We were just texting. I'm going to kick it with him when I get home to Sacramento next month. That's my dog. That's my dog. And I didn't see Sanjit say anything. And Sanjit's not one of them type of people that's going to go and brag about this, and that, and throw shit into the universe. That's just not who he is. You know what I'm saying? So, but salute to Sanjit. I'll definitely see him in
I
sack
fuck with
next.
Sanjeet, bro.
Yeah.
Sanjeet, that's my guy, man. That's no shade against my dog Sanjeet, bro.
No.
At all, bro.
But once again, it's easy to get caught up in trying to create content right now and just throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't guarantee anything. Like, anything. You know what's funny? Like, Wasted just questioned if Tom Brady's going to have more power than Tom Telesco, right? So can we even take anything that Tom Telesco says? Let's just say Tom Telesco came out and said he's safe. Does the balance of power change? Does it shift next season? We don't know.
I don't know, but I could tell you like this, Grab. They didn't bring Tom Brady in the building for no. Why would Mark Davis allow him to come in the building and make such a big deal out of it just for him to sit there and get an investment off the Raiders? He brought him there for a reason, bro. He brought him there to be his proxy into the football world.
Yeah.
So to me, essentially, does he have final say and cut? No. But is he more powerful? Yeah. Because there was times when we had people in his organization like Marcel Reese who didn't have a job but had power in his organization because he had Mark's ear. Listen, any of us who have a wife, and I'm not calling Tom Brady Mark Davis's wife because that's frightening, right? I'm not going to say that, right? Not frightening, but I'm not going to say that, right?
Yeah.
But what I will say is, if you have a wife, right? If you got a wife, who really wields the power, right? If you're a powerful man, who really wields the power? Because if anybody with a wife knows, we can all say that we're like powerful and we don't listen to nobody. But if anybody has my ear, it's my wife.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you the same way. And thank you. Right on cue. She brought me coffee. Thank you, baby. See, like that's you
literally had the ear. Literally.
Yeah, she had my ear. I didn't even ask for coffee. She just brought it to me, right?
Hey, look what my
yeah, right. So, but bro, I'm telling you right now, man. If that's what Mark is seeking, he's seeking for guidance from Brady. That's more powerful than being a GM because he can guide him to fire him.
Yeah. Salute to Coach. I agree with you, brother. I totally agree with you. I think that it would be a mistake. But hey, man, who are we? We're just fans that love this team and cover this team. But I think it'd be catastrophic to keep him around as well. I truly do. I don't trust AP to bring in people into the building that can develop a quarterback of the future. I haven't seen it. There's not enough in his resume for me to even see that he can find. Look, bro, Marvin Lewis has not helped this team. Joe Philbin has not helped this team. None of these guys that he's brought into the building have helped this team. So I don't know. I think it would be catastrophic. But hey, if he does, I'm hoping and I'm rooting and I'm praying that AP figures it out. I do, man, because we don't want to have this carousel. We don't want to have this revolving door at the head coaching position. We don't want that. We don't. But I'm just saying, off of what I'm seeing week in and week out, to me, this is not good football. This is not good coaching. Discipline is getting thinner and thinner every week with these stupid penalties left and right. And what was the big thing last year was discipline. Least penalized team in the NFL when AP took over. What happened with that? Now that we're getting penalized left and right, over and over and over. Like all that. I love what somebody said in the chat. The lipstick is wearing off. That's a great analogy to use.
The perfume has come off the shit.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So
the rose has come off the bloom.
But hey, this is not me and Wasted stating just because we want to move on. We're hoping that if he is the guy, we're hoping that he gets his shit together because we want to win. We want to win the Super Bowl. And I'm hoping and praying that if he does stick around, he can get it done. I just hope that he can find the right OC, the right pieces to come into the building, and he can just be that rah-rah player coach while you have a great defensive mind on one side and a great offensive coordinator on the other that can help develop this kid. Salute to McFly, whether it's Shedeur, Cam, whoever it is. Salute to McFly. My bad, y'all. Y'all ain't trying to start no, bro. You're not starting any static. I agree with y'all. Shout out for real. We're all in this together. It's been a wild season. Regardless, bro, look, man, we're all you have to have tough skin to be a content creator, bro. We get crazy messages left and right. I've had death threats. I've had people talk about my wife, my kids, bro. It comes with the territory, dog. I think Mitch and Sanjeet understand that they're not above criticism as well. All we're doing is just stating our opinions on the situation. So you're not.
Yeah, it's not directed at them. No. Like, if they got people in the building, that's what
great.
They do great. Because listen. One thing I know about Sanjeet definitely has ears.
Yes. Yes,
that is for a fact.
You know why? Because we've talked about some of our stories behind the scenes, and we know the same people. So It makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah, and listen, I'm not trying to disrespect the other gentleman, Mitchell, either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily have the kind of motion with him where I know what he knows or who he knows, but I know for a fact Sanjeet got people in the building.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
so definitely. If he heard that, then God bless. But whoever that person, they could be giving him bad information, bro, because I don't think there's any freaking way that at this juncture of the season, you're going to sit up here and say that, yo, he's definitely coming back. No effing way.
Hey, McFly, let me tell you something real quick, man. I bet you didn't know that this live stream right here was powered by BetUS.
Oh, yes. They had no idea. Do you know?
Hold on. Let me get in my soapbox. Wait.
Let you cook. Let you cook, brother.
Let me cook for him. I let you, bro. You have absolutely deep fried this show. You have cooked. Okay. I bet you, though, you still ain't know this show was brought to you by BetUS. Yo, salute to our proud sponsors, McFly, over at BetUS. Make sure to head over there and get 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next 2 deposits, all while using promo code YouTube150. Fastest payouts in the industry, as always, up to $2,000. Man, go over there. Tell them I sent you. Tell them Wasted sent you. And what else you got? You want to add something to that promo? Let me get Miguel out of here. Go ahead,
man. I wanted to say that, Miguel. I want you to go take a fast and either withdraw up out of this chat. You are unceremoniously blocked. Blocked. Get that F out of here, Miguel.
Hey, Miguel,
blocked.
I bet you didn't know you was gonna get deep fried in the chat today.
That's right. Shout out to Woods and Whiskey. Go pick yourself up some of that too, and get the F up out of here, Miguel.
I should have did that.
You should have did that all.
I should have did that. Trying to play into the show. Yeah.
Why'd you do it, you know?
Why?
Look, listen.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Talkie time. Not this Miguel. The other Miguel. Get the F up out of here.
Somewhere to go vent after watching this shit show. The worst Raider team I've seen in 40 plus years of being I got to disagree. I've seen some Andrew Walter led teams that were terrible, Miguel. But hey, Miguel, I hear you, my brother. We love you. Hope you stick around. And you a real one. I can see you at the game. Look, the default. I know you a real one, man. You're gonna be here. You're gonna be here. Salute to my guy. Salute to Kenny, man. Yeah, and don't forget that WoodsonWhiskey.Kizzle. So the Rudy, the vet. Read this one real quick, Wasted.
Yo, I've been a Raider fan since '83, and I've seen some sad Raider teams. This is one of the saddest I have ever seen. Hard to watch. Oh, come on, Rudy. Don't do that.
I swear to God, I didn't read that last part.
Yeah, Rudy, don't do
Rudy
that.
always sitting on our guy, man.
Field. Salute to you two maniacs. I'm not going to say that about Mitch. I like Mitch. Don't do that.
Hey, man.
You know what
I definitely did not try to set you up, bro. I swear to God, I didn't read that last part. But sometimes you know what I gotta do? I forget that I gotta proofread Rudy shit.
F out of here, Graf. Yo, but look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just felt good unceremoniously blocking somebody. I needed to get that off. Thank you, Miguel, for coming here and getting unceremoniously blocked. Thank you.
Hammer is trying to get me drunk. No, sorry, Bob. I want to watch Monday Night Raw tonight, and I got to make sure that I have a clear head going into that. Salute to Hammer. I'm saving this, bro, for our watch parties. So
Hammer, get the F out of here.
Hey,
Hammer, yo, you guys, you know what's funny? Let's stop talking about ball really quickly. Hammer is a bad influence, y'all. Hammer is a bad influence. He's terrible. Listen, everybody thinks Hammer's like he's like, and I'm gonna go back in the day for some of you older people. He is the Eddie Haskell of Shieldmore. He is the guy who's, oh, hey, hi everybody, oh, peace and love and rainbow and unicorn farts, and he's in your ear every time. Hey, Graf.
Hey, Hammer. You know what this is about? Wasted is still not forgiving you for that Mets game.
I'm not forgiving you for that. I ain't forgiving you for that.
Yo, Hammer. Wasted is pissed that you put the battery in my back. It almost got me put in jail, Hammer.
Yeah.
Hammer.
Look, we don't need to talk about that on air, Hammer. But you are terrible, Hammer.
Yo, salute.
F out of here. He's like, I'll fucking bust his tires right now. I'm like, yo, shit, man. Yo, calm your ass down. I'm glad Big Mike had to be the guy from Life and ask Graf he's gonna eat his cornbread.
Yo, facts. Bro, I've never in my life been snatched up like that. Big Mike, bro, great.
Big Mike said, you gonna eat your cornbread.
Hey, Dwayne, no. Chase is definitely not an option. I know that they didn't get that deal done in Cincinnati this year, but he's having a phenomenal season. He is the best wide receiver in the NFL right now.
Not named Justin Jefferson.
No, including Justin Jefferson.
You wildin'.
Jamar Chase is the best wide receiver in the league right now.
You wildin'.
You wildin'.
Yo, Money Chuck, stop. Don't do that, bro. Don't ever do that. Is that our guy, Chuck?
No.
That's not our Money Chuck, right?
No.
Okay. You about to get unceremoniously blocked, Money Chuck. The F is wrong with you. It's just my opinion. Has nothing to do with the host of the show. Okay, Rudy. But Rudy, you got to. The F is wrong with you, Rudy.
Now, I think that Chase is going to stick around with his guy, Joe Burrow. Man, look, they're 4-7, but Burrow is having a phenomenal season. So I think they're going to run it back out there. They'll pay Jamar Chase. I believe that their owner's like notoriously cheap. He doesn't like paying people.
Believe Mike Brown is the frugal Hoosier. That guy does not. He is the cheapest fucking owner in football. He is perfectly fine with them being 9-8 every year as long as he puts butts in the seats. He won't build another stadium because the stadium is paid for by the taxpayers, 100% tax-free. The stadium's paid off. He gets all the revenue from the stadium. Mike Brown is the cheapest son of a bitch in football.
Thug is the GOAT. The sniper is in the building. Boom, 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 boom.
He said, that's just my opinion. You don't ever disrespect Hammer. Listen, the only one who can break on Hammer is us.
Period. We got football to still talk about, you guys. Let's get into it, man. So I got this tweet today, right, which was absolutely hilarious. Hey, you guys want to see if Shedeur Sanders really wants to be a Raider? Wasted. You want to know?
Yes, I would like to see that.
You want to know? Do you want to know how we're gonna know? I'm gonna read this tweet real quick. Okay, I'm gonna read this tweet. Salute once again to everybody here in the building. As always, y'all wipe them feet, pay your bar tabs, hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. I found this to be a phenomenal tweet. I said, this is the one. Salute to Raider Vic on Twitter. He put, let's see if Shedeur will thank God on Black Friday.
That's a good one.
Vic, you are on a generational run, even though your run just started today. You are on a generational run, Raider Vic. Applaud that, man. If Shedeur puts a thank you, God tweet on a Friday, you know what time it is.
I mean, we got to praise God. You know what I'm saying? look, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. My son Shedeur, we always praise God over here, man. We're a godly family here. Let me tell you something. When it comes to the Raiders, though, Grab, let me tell you something. We got that. You ain't got to worry about that. We got that. We got that.
We got that. 8 toes down, baby. Salute to Will, born a Raider Laker. Damn, tuning in late. Finances finally straight. So I appreciate that, bro. Hey, always remember this, Will Born. This show, we do it for y'all. Yes, I do it for a living, and we appreciate anything that you guys donate to us. But, brother, don't ever think that we don't look at you as being involved in a chat, regardless if you're donating or not. So if you ain't got it, you ain't got it, brother. Trust and believe. We are regular. We understand. Sometimes we don't got it. A lot of the times we don't got it.
That's right. Yo, listen, so, we are a fraternity, like Kanye West said, broke five broke. We ain't got it.
Broke five broke. Facts.
We ain't got it.
If Shedeur sits, who's our week one start? The thing is this, Wilborn, right? Minshew still has one more year on his deal.
Bruh, if they bring that son of a bitch,
I'm just stating, man.
Let me tell you something, bro. I promise you, bro. I will excoriate this team, and that's the wasted word of the day. Excoriate. But excoriate. Right? But listen, the thing. I will eviscerate this team every week if they bring that bum back in this. He should never wear a Raider uniform after the last game of the season. A effing again. He's an effing bum. Get him the F out of here.
You know he looked good yesterday. He did.
I don't give it. Get him the F out of here.
Man, come on, y'all. Minshew.
Man, he looks like a greasy little lapdog. Get him the F up out of here.
Minshew is the GOAT, bro. Stop playing, man.
Minshew. Booger eating bastard. Get him the F up out of here.
Hey, man, put him at corner. Jacorian is out. Nate Hobbs is out. Jack is out. Put him at corner. He will get as many picks as we need. Put Gardner Minshew at corner. He is a ball hawk. He will get all the picks that we need to turn this defense around. I'm telling you, Desmond Ridder at quarterback, Gardner, high-stakes Minshew at corner. Salute to the damager. I got it right. Wasted. I got it right. B-side. Who we draft at quarterback will tell us who has the real power. I truly don't think Shedeur is a Telesco guy. We don't know that, but you may be right. Rourke has connections to Brady via
Carson Yeti.
Ooh.
But this is listen, Tom Brady's like the Kevin
Bacon. The damager.
He's like the Kevin, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. It's like that with Brady. Everybody has a connection to Brady somehow, some way, man.
Salute to Hug D's, my dog, my brother, gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships. Salute to all the new Green Dot gang in the building. We both have our memberships linked up top, you guys. If you definitely want to, join the memberships, we appreciate every single one of you guys so much. It helps us keep the lights on over here. Hug, my brother, as always, love you, bro. Appreciate everything you do for our platforms. Bro, real talk.
Real quick, the only thing is how does he have a connection to Carson Yeti, man? I mean, is it from Alabama through Nick Saban, or is it because he's the head coach of Indiana right now, and he has Mike Shanahan on the coaching staff? I'm just looking through his coaching record. I don't know, man. I mean, because he was at James Madison, Elon. I don't see where his coaching journey intersected with Tom Brady's.
Hey, damage, add to that, brother. Add to that if you can in the chat. Now, don't send a super. I'll just put it up on screen. I'll be looking for it. Pillaging, he stated he didn't want to negotiate this season. That doesn't mean that he doesn't want to renegotiate in the offseason, okay? And to be honest, he's played with Burrow since college. He's played his whole adult life with Joe Burrow. There's no reason for him to move on. The connection is there. He'll be even richer playing with Joe Burrow for the rest of his life. He said he did not want to negotiate this season.
And you know why? Because yesterday's price is not today's price, even though Fat Joe has been banned because of that terrible performance at the World Series. But this is the thing. And I love Crack, man. Joey Crack's the man.
Crack.
Yeah, I ain't gonna disrespect Joe Crack, right? But this the thing, bro. I'm gonna be real honest with you, bro. That's the smartest thing to do when you're a player that's as phenomenal and dynamic as Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want to sign me now? Guess what? The price just went up because I scored 16 touchdowns this year and I'm the best receiver in football. Now, what the F are you going to do with that? Facts
plus tax. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed yet, man, what are y'all waiting on? And I would love to have Jamar Chase, you guys. that goes without being said, but it's not going to happen. Right. T. Higgins is more of a realistic shot.
I don't want him either. I don't want a free agent wide receiver that comes with a big price tag with a young quarterback. I want our receiver core to grow with said quarterback.
Yeah.
That's
what I ask you, man. This is the last time we're going to talk about this specific tweet. What do you, Wasted Talent, take from Shedeur putting the thank you God up immediately after we lost yesterday? Is this at this point him trolling? Is it just him making it blatantly clear that he wants to be a Raider? In Wasted Talent's mind, what is this? What does this mean?
I mean, I think he is a provocateur. I think he's Deion Sanders' son. He's creating hype around the one fan base that is ravenous for a quarterback. The one fan base, because even like the New York Giants, right? You could talk about the New York Giants, but look, the New York Giants have been fortunate to have Eli Manning for 15, 14 years, right? They won 2 Super Bowls with Eli Manning in the recent past, right? Nobody is more quarterback starved than the Raiders are. Nobody. He knows it. And I think he understands the situation. I think his proximity to Tom Brady, this is something that he wants, and he's trying to manifest it as best he can. And I think he wants to keep the hype around the Raiders moving up again. I don't think that this is happening in the vacuum. And I think he learned from this man here.
Agreed. So Damages says, I can't recall how they're connected, but Yeti requested to the president of Indiana football for TB12 to come in as an offensive analyst. Well, also it's funny because they did the same thing with John Gruden. Remember, he had connections to Indiana. They were thinking about bringing him in as
didn't John Gruden's dad? No, because Gruden
and the East Coast comes in and just shits on the party where Kurt has no ties to Tom Brady. So
I can hear Dante right now. He literally has no ties to Tom Brady.
I feel like Dante is the new Andy for us, like the wet blanket.
Yeah, I know. That's why I love Dante.
Yeah.
And he is the wet blanket.
he is the wet blanket of Shield more. You know, he's not a Raider.
Something just puts the fire out.
No, don't get too excited. Hey, look at Dante. Like, don't get too excited. Shedeur sucks. He's a fifth round pick.
Like, you remember Andy? Andy be like, "Yeah, man, Andy. So, what do you think about such and such?" Dog, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he's absolutely ass. Yo. Oh my God.
Our brother Andy, he was in the chat yesterday as well.
Oh, he was? Damn, yo.
Yeah, man. Salute to our brother, man. Raider D87. I'm behind on your live, but I wanted to agree with you on where has Max been this year. He's not above the Shield either. Well, the thing is this: we were all being a lot more patient with Max because of the injuries, right? And then he went on his he went on his podcast the other day and said he was like somewhere around 90 to 100%. He was good. So the thing is this: if our leader in our locker room is telling us that he's good to go, I believe him. Max ain't got no reason to lie. If he says he's healthy, he's healthy. I'm just saying I expect more out of Max Crosby. Now, and look, come on, Max expects more. You know, he expects more. He wants to be great. I wasn't trying to beat up on Max. I hate when people do that. But I had people attacking me left and right on Twitter because I stated, can we have a real conversation about our leader and captain in that locker room? Like, bro, he hasn't looked the same. He has 6.5 sacks right now. And people started, TJ Watt and Myles Garrett. Well, the same applies. They're having down season too.
With you. I was very happy to see you get the abuse you got on Twitter.
Yo, you talk all that shit, and you're the one. I mute everything, and you're defending me.
Yeah, I know. You, bro, you know I hate that.
He be talking big shit.
Nah, look, bro, I don't look, man. Let me tell you something.
Nobody in this shit protects me more than my big bro, Wasted Talent. If somebody says something about me, Wasted don't have none of that shit. But he'll sit right here in front of y'all and be like, "Yeah, I like that you was getting beat the fuck up on Twitter." That's the bullshit,
nah, listen, bro. Man, look, the only one that can talk shit about Graham is me.
Anybody else? That's that bull junk.
Hey, man, listen, we can't be having that bull junk. Hey, man, Graham, listen, man, we can't be having that bull junk out here. You know, we've been 8 toes down for a long time, man.
Yo,
me, you, what you doing?
Salute to Big Flock. Can we please see a Gruden and Deion appearance? Man, you know, hey, man, look, you know, Gruden got a lot going on right now.
Yeah,
we got a lot going on right now, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man, if he can come slumming it with us, man. He over there at Barstool now, bro. That's the big leagues.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Barstool need to come holler at some other guys I know.
Facts. Salute to Hug. East Coast is in here like the ghost of Deion Sanders' toes, just holding it down in here. Peaky Toes has spoken. Salute to Hug, Dizzle.
Snaps had a baby, too. Congratulations. He had his first kid today, too, man.
Ooh.
Snaps.
Oh, man, Snaps, man. Congratulations, brother. That is beautiful, man. Salute to our guy, Snaps in the building, bro. Adding to the Raider Nation. Let's go over this real quick. So I don't know if you've seen this. It came out earlier today. Gardner was named the quarterback once again, going into Las Vegas to play the Denver Broncos. Mm-hmm. Broncos blew out the Falcons. I mean, bro, Bo Nix is cooking right now, dog. Like,
yeah.
It looks like
that's another Dante Fine right there.
It looks like they got it right. It's still early. It's rookie year, but he's starting to get that Peyton system down, and he's looking phenomenal out there. We're gonna play the Broncos here, you guys. It's gonna be a tough game. But they named Gardner Minshew the quarterback going forward. Right move, wrong move. How do you want to call this?
Nah, I mean, bro, is there a move to be made at this juncture, bro? Like, what are we really trying to see?
I just wanted to see at least what Desmond Ridder can provide moving forward. I'm not saying a starter at all. I'm just saying I wanted to see what the kid can do, because essentially we already know that Gardner Minshew is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He's not going to be a Raider. I know he has one more year on his deal. He'll get jettisoned out of Las Vegas. We already know what it is. I wanted to see what even if it's not Desmond Ridder, put Carter Bradley out there. I just want to see something different.
I want to see some evaluation, right? But at this point, right, they really don't like you got a new offense, right? Not a new offense, a new play caller. They didn't really utilize the bye week to get their backup ready. I would probably support that move had Desmond Ridder been on this roster since the offseason. But there's a steep learning curve, right? And if you're Antonio Pierce and you're trying to keep your job, it's not about what I want. It's more so about Antonio Pierce. He probably feels like Gardner Minshew gives him the best chance to win because he's been here from the beginning, bro. I don't think that he's going to I think that's the move you make if you have assurances that you're being brought back next year and you know you're going to be the coach next year.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Antonio Pierce, just by the way he's moving, shows me that he doesn't know whether he's going to be brought back next year.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I mean?
His presser today, I don't know if you got a chance to watch it. It was a little I don't know, man. It's kind of the same thing over and over and over. A lot of political answers now. You know, he named Gardner to be the guy. He did state that you know, he was better out there yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And he game managed. Let me just say that. He called him a game manager yesterday. Kept it close. I don't know, man. AP doesn't strike me as I don't see confidence. That's why I don't see where a lot of people are stating that he knows he has another. I don't see the confidence.
No, there is no confidence, bro. From the way he coaches, the way he almost doesn't. He's never proactive. He's never confident in his dealings. He always takes the safe way out, and when the safe way blows up, then he panics and does something stupid.
Yeah.
Like Gardner Minshew was the quote unquote safe way out, right? Mm-hmm. That's looking at the thing from a situation where he's had a lot of starting experience in his league. But bruh, the problem I have with the whole conversation was throughout the offseason, this man said that Aiden O'Connell's our guy. Yeah. Throughout the offseason, Aiden O'Connell got all the first round snaps. I mean, the first team reps. We were getting Aiden O'Connell ready to take this job. Yeah. He has one bad game in the preseason. You didn't really allow him to play his way out of that, and you just named Gardner Minshew.
Let me ask you this: when Aiden's clear to come back in a few weeks off the IR with that hand injury, is it his job?
No. But the thing about with a defensive head coach that's inexperienced with a bad football team is the only thing that's for sure is nothing for sure. When you have, and that's been the history of defensive minded, coaches. They don't really. They'll pull the plug quicker than the offensive play call. They will pull the plug quickly because they're feeling like, oh, you're keeping my defense out on the field. My defense can win this game. Go sit them down. All we need them to do is take care of the ball, and we'll do the rest. Mm-hmm. Nah, dog, this defense ain't playing well either.
No.
So now what? Not, bro. He's going to continue to do this yo-yo shit. If Gardner has a game where he throws 2 or 3 picks, he will sit him down, and he'll put in you, me, him, and the next man to play quarterback.
Yeah. And you know what's funny, y'all? It's crazy to me because most people, when we picked up Gardner Minshew, most people in the nation and in the media said that we picked up an upgrade over Aiden O'Connell. I disagreed. I thought that Aiden could be, at least I wanted to evaluate him this year, right? I just see a lot of people keep saying he doesn't have a quarterback. He doesn't have a quarterback. He doesn't have a quarterback. Gardner's had some success in the NFL.
I've never last year. Why did they say that to the Indianapolis Colts last year?
I've never seen him look this bad. And that's a testament to personnel. That's a testament to the coaching. It's not just all Gardner Minshew at all. Like he has to hold some of that L too. Like he has to, bro. I mean, I just don't understand how people are out here literally trying to give AP a mulligan for this entire shit show of a season.
Bro, and that's what I was talking about, bro. Like we always hold on
Ross, my God.
These morsels of things that are success adjacent. And that becomes the gospel to Raider Nation. We'll hold on to somebody who almost wins a playoff game.
Yeah.
Someone who almost gets us to the playoffs. But then when we have people who are actually successful, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. We are like the ugly chick who gets hit on by the high school quarterback.
Yeah.
And holds on to it and makes it way more than what it is, bro. We need to stop accepting this kind of mediocrity, bro.
And once again, you guys, Tom Telesco did not name Gardner Minshew his starting quarterback. I repeat, Tom Telesco did not have the power to name Gardner Minshew the starting quarterback. There's only one guy in the building that has the luxury of doing so, and that is your head coach, Antonio Pierce.
Another bad decision. Bro, I'm about to start calling him ABC, another bad creation. That's every time he does something.
Yo, hey, just Nick, we didn't expect this team to go out there and take the league by storm. We expected them to be competitive. We expected them to go out there, be a middle of the pack type team, show some signs of development with some of these young guys. We didn't expect this team to just completely shit the bed this year. So
this is the thing, just Nick. Those 2 decisions that you just named were made by Antonio Pierce. Boom.
There you go. ABC, BBD.
The East Coast family.
All right, real quick, y'all. Before we get out of here, I want to ask your opinion, man. Give us some good, the good, the bad, the ugly of yesterday, man. Any guys you see outside of Brock Bowers is clear. It's clearly some guys that perform well for us that you're excited about seeing this upcoming week against the Denver Broncos.
I mean, look, can every answer be Brock Bowers?
I think that's really the only answer.
I mean, Brock Bowers is phenomenal.
Dog. He hit a home run with Brock Bowers, bro.
Bro, look, if you want to talk about guys that I want to see this week, I really want to see what we get out of DeCameron Richardson. He did not look terrible. I think we have a future with DeCam. I see the physicality out there. Now, there's been times he got beat. He's a rookie. You got to expect that. But I can see DeCameron Richardson and Jacorian Bennett being our starting corners next year. Very, very easily. Jacorian Bennett is a guy I got my eye on.
Yes.
Man, it wasn't a whole lot of great in this game, man, because defensively we gave up so many yards, and on the offensive side of the football, it's so pedestrian besides Brock Bowers. It's very hard to name anybody, to be real with you, bro.
Well, I'll give a few flowers. I want to give Brock one, definitely. I mean, he gets the game ball if anybody gets one. I'm going to give Alexander Madison one because he was very active in the passing game, 3 receptions, 50 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like he played really well, three receptions on 3 targets. So he was good in the passing game for us. Jacoby is always a Swiss Army knife. You get him involved in the ground game, passing game, but he had a down game, in terms
come on,
right? But I'm going to give Adam Butler a game ball on the defensive side of the ball, man. He was all over the place. 5 total tackles, 2 solo. He had a sack. He had 2 tackles for a loss. Max definitely created that sack for him, but he went and got it. A QB hit as well. Adam Butler, man, is a guy that I want to bring back. Got to bring him back. Got to bring him back. I want to give Tyree one McFly because he had a sack and he looked okay out there.
Yeah, but bro, it's like his instincts on that sack. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, bro? He's right there.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
even the sack looked clumsy.
And that's only the second on the season for him. You know what I'm saying? As a former top 10 pick, it frustrates me to see that this guy is just not really taking that next step. Max needs him more than anybody right now, and he's just not stepping up on the opposite side of that defensive line, man. He's just not.
Charles Snowden too, man. I like Charles Snowden. I like
when I said batted balls down.
Yeah, man. Tackle for loss. Charles Snowden is another guy, man. Now I think about it, Charles Snowden is a guy that I would like to see us, bring back in camp and let him compete for a roster spot. I like Charles Snowden, man.
The thing is this: on a great team, he's a rotational guy at best. He's at the end of that room, but he's a guy that can give you some snaps, right? We understand that this D-line is beat the hell up right now, so I'm not expecting Malcolm Kuntz to just pop back out of left field and show back up. But Snowden has been okay for us, in limited fashion. I was beating the table for Charles Snowden to make this roster. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he's played pretty well for us, man. Salute to Kenny Mack. Cock Bowers. In the words of Stu.
That's right, man. And I'm going to tell you something. When you talk about, getting the stuffing beat out of it, the stuffing. Yeah. Man, you're now you're talking about Sarah J territory. This is what we're talking about. We're going to go all the way there.
Salute to Richard Hardy as well, my brother. Appreciate you, King. And Jack says Brock Bowers ranked the number 2 receiver in the league. And guess who's right behind? It's Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase, man. Balling.
Yeah.
The SEC has been, man, for the last 15, 16 years, the SEC has been phenomenal, man. The talent that comes out of there.
Yeah. At what point do the Turners and Joe Philbin come to an agreement that they gotta move on from Zeus and give some of these young pups some reps at the running back position, man? Well, when do we see Sincere? When do we ever get a chance to finally?
This week. Zamir White, that experiment is over, done, cooked. It is. He is what he is. Maybe it just doesn't work here with the silver and black. Maybe he goes somewhere else. God bless him. But he needs to get the F up out of here.
Yeah, I agree. Salute to Jay. Nothing yet. There's no news on any of the updated injuries with Jacorian, with that shoulder injury. Jack, I believe, sustained a back injury, I believe. So we may be without all 3 of our starting corners against the Denver Broncos.
He was curled up in the fetal position, man. It did not look good.
Yeah, not at all. Salute to Ken Get Right as well. Thanks for the GOAT Raider content, my dudes, for real, for real. I appreciate you, brother, man. And once again, salute to the greatest chat in the building. We still got 1,200 people rocking with us. Wipe them feet, man. Pay your bar tabs. Hit that subscribe button, you guys, if you're not subscribed yet, man. What else you got for us on the way, y'all, man? Any extra thoughts?
Hey, man, the only thoughts I have is for all you Raider fans out there who have something to say to us. I got one thing to say to y'all, man. Going over to BetUS, go on over there, man. Go get 150% off of your first deposit and 125% bonus on your next 2 deposits up to $2,000 with code YouTube150. This stream has been powered by BetUS, and I bet you guys didn't know this. Whoever got something negative to say about our opinions can kiss my ass.
Hey, I don't know what else to say after that, but salute once again to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. Salute to Bruce Davis. I see you in the building as well, my brother. Salute, salute, salute. As always, you guys, we will be active all week long. We got the Denver Broncos coming up this week. We're still going to be covering this team every which way. Doesn't matter if we're 2-8. We're going to be here every day showing up for y'all. And
Right.
Thank you guys so much for day in and day out showing up for us as well, man. So salute to you guys. Applaud yourselves. Without you guys, these platforms do not work. Thank you all for a great show. As always, my brother Wasted. You know, nothing better than what we do when we come together like Voltron, man. You already know what it is.
What's up?
Cheers, my brother. Yes, sir. Real quick, once again, BetUS, go over there, tell them we sent you. whatsinwhiskey.com. Make sure you go over there and get a goat bottle of that goat whiskey. Tell Seawood and Company that we sent you.
Also, if you want some vitamins, go on over to menoforder.com as well. Tell them Wasted sent you.
There you go.
Wasted.
Other than that, you guys, love y'all, appreciate y'all. We'll be back this week, all week long, with more Raiders content. Salute. Love y'all. We out. One.
That's what I'm talking about.